Policymakers at the Federal Reserve are expected to announce another interest rate hike this afternoon, and the Biden administration is preparing for another surge of migrants at the southern U.S. border. Good morning. I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. After 4 days of searching, officials in Texas have arrested a man wanted in connection with the killings of 5 of his neighbors. From Houston Public Media, Jack Williams reports Francisco Oropesa was picked up in a small town a few miles from where Friday night's shootings happened.
Authorities say Oropesa was found under a pile of laundry in a closet in the small town of Cut and Shoot, about 40 miles north of Houston. He was arrested without incident and is charged with 5 counts of murder in the shooting deaths of his neighbors, including a young boy. This is the FBI's Jimmy Paul.
The tip for the suspect's location came in through the FBI's tip line, and we just want to thank the person who had the courage and bravery to call in the suspect's location.
More than 200 law enforcement officers had searched the area for nearly 4 days with few clues. Oropesa was arrested about 15 miles from where the shootings occurred. For NPR News, I'm Jack Williams in Houston.
Meanwhile, local Texas law enforcement officials held another news conference last hour. They say they've arrested more people in the shooting case, but would not offer details. Officials in Serbia say 8 children and a school security guard have been killed in a mass shooting today in the capital, Belgrade. Officials say the suspected gunman is a 7th-grade boy who had his father's handgun. The Federal Reserve is expected to raise interest rates again this afternoon as part of its ongoing effort to curb inflation. NPR's Scott Horsley reports forecasters saying this could be the Fed's last rate hike for a while.
The Federal Reserve has already raised interest rates 9 times in just over a year, the most aggressive pace of rate hikes since the 1980s. With a resulting slowdown in economic growth and some signs of cooling in the job market, many forecasters think the Fed will raise rates once more this afternoon, then take a breather and let higher borrowing costs do their work. Higher interest rates make it more expensive to borrow money for a business, get a car loan, or carry a balance on your credit card. According to the Fed's preferred yardstick, annual inflation was 4.2% in March. That's down from a 4-decade high last summer, but is still more than double the Fed's target inflation rate of 2%. Scott Horsley, NPR News, Washington.
The Biden administration is preparing for a surge of migrants at the southern U.S. border. NPR's Giles Snyder reports on the decision to send 1,500 U.S. troops to the border.
Pentagon spokesman Brigadier General Pat Ryder says the 1,500 troops are being sent at the request of the Homeland Security Department and will begin arriving at the southern border next week, potentially the day before Trump-era COVID-19 restrictions expire on May 11th. Ryder says the deployment is for 90 days and that the troops are to take on administrative duties to free Border Patrol agents to perform their law enforcement responsibilities.
NPR's Giles Snyder reporting. You're listening to NPR News.